What's up, anime fans? Soul here, and this is all thanks to you guys. I've been dreaming of opening this in the mail for so long, being recognized by YouTube, by the CEO of YouTube, for reaching 100,000 subscribers is surreal, and I just want to thank each and every one of you who have supported me and helped me reach this crazy milestone. It means more than you'll ever know, so I'm finally bringing you my 100,000 subscriber special, my most requested video by far. I'm so grateful for all of you who have subscribed and continue to like and share my videos. I've been saving this one for so long. In the past, I've given you all plenty of favorite seasonal anime, but it's time to answer one of my most asked questions. What are my favorite anime of all time? These are the series that I've enjoyed the most throughout my life thus far. Not the most critically acclaimed anime, but the ones that have impacted me personally. Whether you love old school series, new and popular series, action, romance, drama, whatever it may be, there will definitely be something for you on my channel. I have a huge range of anime that I enjoy, and these are the 10 I would recommend before anything else. Everyone loves different series, so not only would I love to hear your favorite anime of all time in the comments, but you can go vote on which one of these is your favorite on the best anime app, Anime Amino. All the links in my profile are in the description, and we're also teaming up to give away a very special Fairy Tail Volume 50 manga, so stay tuned for that later in the video. This is only for this special video, and I'm doing this with Anime Amino. We're always looking for new series, so make sure and share yours too. Of course, watch anime free in HD with my exclusive link, crunchyroll.com/soul, in the description as well. You guys are always asking me where to watch anime, so there you go. I watch pretty much everything subbed. I do not know about the dubs. I'm not really a fan of dubbed anime, and most important to this list is I enjoyed different aspects of each of these anime. I don't think that one is simply better than the other because they're all amazing to me in different ways. So welcome to my top 10 anime of all time. Fooly Cooly, better known as FLCL, we're kicking this one off with my favorite anime studio of all time, Gainax, and trust me, this isn't the last you'll hear of them in this video. Fooly Cooly is 15, going on 16 years old, and it is still highly acclaimed as one of the greatest series of all time. Honestly, I've seen it multiple times in my life, and like everyone else, I still have no idea what the fuck is going on. At its roots, Fooly Cooly is a coming-of-age story about 12-year-old Naoto who is living life in a small city when all of a sudden, Haruko runs him over with a yellow Vespa and smashes his head in with a guitar, creating a portal from which giant robots emerge. Sounds insane, right? Trust me, it is. This anime is only 6 episodes long, but there's so much content that it feels like a 12-episode series, and I promise you, nobody actually knows what is going on. The sheer randomness is what makes it so much fun to watch. Gainax and Production IG pushed the boundaries on what an anime could be back in 2000, way back when. They were clearly experimenting, and in that they created one of the most ridiculously and beautifully animated series of all time. If you take away nothing else, simply enjoy the animation and one of the greatest soundtracks from any anime ever, largely composed of one of my favorite Japanese rock bands, The Pillows. I also definitely recommend this for more mature viewers. I personally enjoyed it more as I got older, I think. Onto the greatest story ever written for a harem, ecchi, fan service series. If you live by the oppai and die by the oppai, I don't know what you're still doing here. Go watch Highschool DxD, because what more could you ask for on your first date with a beautiful girl than to be killed? Issei Hyodo, a perverted high school guy, gets caught up in the mix between fallen angels and devils. Sadly, he's killed by a fallen angel posing as a cute girl. Not so sadly, one of the hottest girls in the world, Devil Princess Rias Gremory, reincarnates him as a devil and he becomes her servant. All that's left is to enjoy the fantasy of the infamous harem king. Issei's journey to badass character and a harem of his own is no less than epic. Plus, we can't forget all of the Akeno and Rias action along the way. Team Akeno, best girl. I'm hoping Season 4 will be out soon enough. Season 4 has to come out this year.
私のために生きなさい。
Let's go online. I fell in love with Sword Art Online before it even released because my favorite Japanese artist who I went to see in Tokyo, Japan and met last year, Lisa, performed the legendary opening theme Crossing Field as well as many other songs for the series, generally similar to most people who enjoy the series. When I say I love SAO, I mean I love Season 1, and more so the first half of Season 1. The action, adventure, and romance between Kirito and Asuna made this series into a worldwide phenomenon that I fell in love with, so I'm not as big on Season 2, I'm not sure why. They would take Asuna out of the series for Season 2 pretty much until the end. We quickly learn that Kirito is our main protagonist, and alongside everyone else who is logged into this virtual reality game, on the fateful day, November 6th, 2022, he is unable to log out. If you die in the game, you die in real life.
なんだかおかしくなっちゃった。
最前線は危ないぞ。
The creator of the gaming helmet being used in the real world has developed this system in which the removal of the helmet results in immediate death. So you're basically stuck in the game. The only way to escape is to reach the 100th floor and defeat the final boss. Now, is that what happens? Well, you'll have to watch and find out. I love the realism in SAO, it's obviously an anime, but even later in the series, a character suffers from an illness with no cure that we still face today. My favorite part of the series is hands down best girl Asuna Yuki and her relationship with Kirito. They develop this close relationship as they fight through the terrifying game and the corrupt guilds. I love the animation and especially this romance. The second season without Asuna was a little disappointing, but if you're a fan, make sure to check out my last SAO video. We have a new movie coming out and we have a new game coming out this summer. I hope the brand new movie is going to be a brand new story about Asuna and Kirito. Fingers crossed that it is, but let's see what happens. Naruto. I think anyone who's even seen anime has heard of Naruto by now. It's one of the biggest series in the world. For people like me, it was a part of growing up, and even to this day, it still is. Last year, I watched the premiere of the last Naruto the movie in Tokyo, the final transition of Naruto into adulthood. Over 10 years ago, I was watching a stupid kid trying to become a ninja, earn respect amongst his peers, struggling through all of the walks of life without a mother or a father, no family to speak of. And now I've seen him conquer all of those struggles and become the most admired person in his village in the anime. I've seen him save a best friend. I've seen him marry the love of his life. I've seen him have kids, Boruto and Himawari, and then the Boruto movie, which was a worldwide hit. And now I can only hope that Boruto continues for the next generations of kids to have someone to look up to and someone to relate to. A boy growing up watching his best friend fall into darkness, but overcoming all odds to save him and the world. Naruto is just a legend.
I keep forgetting that you're an Earthling now!
But before Naruto, there was Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball Z. My childhood, the creators of anime like Naruto and Fairy Tail would come to look up to Toriyama as they created their own series. I'm sure most of you grew up watching just like I did, or maybe with the new remakes, you're just stumbling upon Dragon Ball today. DBZ was my obsession. There was no greater villain that I respected more than Vegeta, but despite his past, he still grew into a Z fighter. I must have been watching for over 15 years now, and before that there was Dragon Ball. Now last year, Frieza returning again to face off against Goku and Vegeta. I just remember being glued to the screen, watching Vegeta arrive on Earth for the first time, watching the epic Frieza fights on Namek when it premiered on Cartoon Network. Every day after school, maybe get home around 3:30, Dragon Ball would be on. Then around 5:30, Dragon Ball Z. When DBZ came out, that was it. 100% of my focus. You could not get me away from that screen. I've traveled to so many places all over the world, and I've met so many kids just as obsessed as I was everywhere. And finally last year, I saw Vegeta's voice actor DBZ is simply timeless. I just recently saw Kizumonogatari in theaters, and let me tell you, Nisio Isin is a storytelling god. If you wanted to get into the Monogatari series, the time is now. Hanekawa was just, Kiss Shot was just, holy shit dude, if you thought Shaft Animation Studio was good, it's fucking beautiful on the big screen. I've recently mentioned this one in my 2016 Winter Must Watch Anime video because the new season had just released, Koyomi Monogatari I think. The Monogatari series, starting off with Bakemonogatari Season 1, is my favorite, undoubtedly one of the most intelligent and well-written series ever created. I'm actually rewatching it right now. It revolves around our main character, third year Koyomi Araragi, who just happens to catch Shinjogahara Hitagi, the best tsundere kudere of the anime world, falling from the sky. Upon learning that she weighs nothing, we delve into the world of oddities and the different girls that Koyomi becomes involved with, though my favorite part of the series is his relationship with Shinjogahara, and maybe Kiss Shot and Hanekawa after that Kizu Taketsa Hen Part 1 movie that just released, if you know what I mean. The wordplay and humor is heavily based on Japanese culture. It's very hard to explain the weirdness that is the Monogatari series, but I tell everyone to give it at least 3 episodes before you decide whether or not you love it. I for one find it absolutely hilarious and brilliant. Kizumonogatari Part 2 releases this summer, and the hype is so real.
見せたかったじゃないわ、荒木くん。見て欲しかったのよ。地球にやってくるサイヤ人を倒してほしいで。お前はシェンロンをも超える力を持っているというのか？当たり前よ。健全なる魂は健全なる精神と健全なる肉体に宿る。ソウルイーター、あいつ。
ああ、マカ、間違いない。人間じゃない。
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body. The series that started it all. The series where I was born. Soul Eater. Better yet, DWMA, Death Weapon Meister Academy, Death City, where the school is run by the hilarious Shinigami known as Death, where they train weapons and their Meisters to protect from the demon gods and souls who have left the human path. That's where the main protagonist, Meister Maka Alburn, and her aspiring Death Scythe soul come into play. Who better to devour evil souls than Soul Eater? I highly recommend checking out the first episode. It explains the world in which our characters exist and their goals very well, not to mention the immediate badass fight scene and some hilarious moments with Blair. Keep watching and you'll be introduced to even more unique characters from the mind of Atsushi Okubo, OCD Death the Kid and his guns, ridiculous Black Star, and one of my favorite girls, Tsubaki. I'd highly recommend this action, comedy, adventure to anyone. Some of my favorite animation and soundtracks from Kane Nishino and from Tommy Heavenly, a fantastic story, and in my opinion, one of the staples for any anime fan.
どうしようソウル、全然歯が立たない。ソウル？確かにとんでもないね。素晴らしいな。
Kill a Kill. What a beautiful name, isn't it? Now that we visited DWMA, it's time to move on to Honoji Academy, where the student council president, Satsuki Kiryuin, dominates the pigs in human clothing with an iron fist, accommodated by none other than her Elite Four council members. They are feared by everyone. However, Lone Wolf transfer student Ryuko Matoi has some plans of her own. What better way to describe Kill a Kill than 2 badass girls in Goku uniforms beating the shit out of each other in the explosive animation style that can only be brought to you by Studio Trigger, who is mainly composed of members from the former Studio Gainax.
だったら貴様はただそのカムイの中に無自覚な肉体を突っ込んでいるだけに過ぎない。だったらてめえはどうなって言うんだ。私は貴様とは違う。
And you can still see the influence Fooly Cooly has had on this anime some 13 years later. Some people aren't crazy about the animation, the ridiculous animation, but I find it very appealing. Plus we can't forget the intense soundtrack that never lets up. The council may reign terror with their superhuman Goku uniforms, but Ryuko stumbles upon Senketsu, a sailor uniform made specifically for her. Wielding only her giant scissor blade and the revealing Senketsu, can she find her father's killer? It may take a while to find out, but I loved every bit of the ridiculousness that is Kill la Kill.
調子に乗ってんじゃねえぞ。俺はフェアリーテイルの魔導士夏ドラグニル
You all knew this one was coming, the home of my precious Luchan, the world of magic, dragons, and beautiful, badass girls. There's a very special reason as to why I love this anime so much, and it's not only Lucy, though that is a very good reason. Hardcore anime fans, I am very well aware that it does not require the intellect something like Nishio Ishin's Monogatari series has, but you know, Hiro Mashima has said that I want to encourage readers to have fun reading my story and not think too deeply about it, just come along with Natsu and Lucy and enjoy the adventure. And I think that's why I love it so much. That's how I live my life. It's an adventure. Everything doesn't have to be all intricate and dark all the time. Fairy Tail is about fun, not just the fights or the action, but having a good time with friends first and foremost. It's the story of a girl who ran away from her terrible home to join a talking blue cat and a fire-breathing, motion-sick dragon slayer on the journey of life. Hiro Mashima was inspired by no more than hanging out with friends and drinking in Japanese bars, and that's what it's all about, fun. I got into Fairy Tail during a stressful time in college. I graduated from one of the toughest universities in the country, so it was just nice to relax with the adventures of Lucy and Natsu after school. Not only that, but my girlfriend fell in love with it too, and after we found out about it, we marathoned the whole thing together. That's why it's a series that will always be near and dear to my heart. I love that it's still going, and yes, the manga is much better than the anime. I love the manga even more. Hiro's art style has developed to be one of my favorite of any mangaka ever. He's really put in the work to create beautifully aesthetic characters and designs. And I was reading an interview with Hiro, and he doesn't even think he creates beautiful female characters or anything, but he definitely does. I will say the manga is much more mature than the anime, but I still love the atmosphere the anime brings, and I love the characters that have grown with me. I just can't find my inspiration now. It's snowing. Who is the beautiful redhead in my intro? Probably the most asked question on my channel. She's the badass heroine from my favorite anime of all time, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, animated by none other than, you guessed it, Gainax. I still believe this is not only the greatest series Hiroyuki Imaishi and Kazuki Nakashima have ever created, but the greatest series that anyone has ever created, period. Non-stop, fast-paced, ridiculous action, drama, comedy, everything you could ever want in an anime, all condensed into 27 episodes. Gurren Lagann begins with Simone, a little kid living underground, ridiculed by his peers, looking up to the only person who supports him and who he can call a brother, Aniki, an eccentric lawbreaker named Kamina, only dreaming of reaching the world above the surface. One day, Simone discovers a small mech underground, which we find out is a gunman. Soon after, a huge gunman comes crashing through the ceiling into the underground, and followed by the most beautiful, badass, red-headed sniper that there ever was, Yoko Littner. The three of them defeat the gunman and break into the surface world in epic fashion. However, their journey has only just begun. Gathering more members to form Team Daigaden, discovering new villages, waging war with the gunmen, it all leads to a story on an epic scale bigger than you ever imagined. Just be prepared for one of the darkest moments in anime history about halfway through the anime. The beautiful romance and action in the show is like nothing else. Gurren Lagann was released years ago, and this year, Konami decided to hype us up about a possible season 2, or maybe I believe it was the end of last year. Sadly, they ended up revealing that they're streaming the entire series on a huge Japanese website, which is amazing for Japanese fans, but I would love to experience this with everyone. They released an awesome website with screenshots, a new phone app, the works, and nothing new. No season 2, no new OVAs or movies, though that may be a good thing because I would never want to see the greatest series ever made ruined. But even if it's a movie or OVA, I would love to see something eventually.
綺麗だな。Yoko よ。私の名前まだ言ってなかったでしょ。
そういえば、
神名とシモンだ。
よろしく。
And so, I hope you guys enjoyed my favorites of all time. I truly think these are the greatest series, and I appreciate you all helping me reach 100k. When it started, I just wanted to hit 1,000 subs. That was my goal, and the moment I did, I said to myself, I'm gonna hit 100,000, I'm gonna make it happen. And now, looking back at over 100k, looking back at everything, I'm so proud to have accomplished this goal, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. This isn't just about me. We did this together with fans of Japan and anime from around the world. We built this community, and one of the best parts is sharing my adventures in Tokyo, my favorite anime and music, and interacting with so many of you who enjoy my videos and leave nice comments. I hope I can inspire some of you to accomplish your dreams because this was definitely one of mine. Just don't believe in yourself. Believe in the me who believes in you. Only the people who watch Gurren Lagann will get that. Anyways, like I said guys, go vote on which one of these is your favorite anime on Anime Amino. All of the iOS and Android download links plus my profile are in the description below. Go follow me there and we'll talk about even more anime. It's a really fun app. I've read remarkable posts about people's favorite series and characters, so maybe you can find even more anime to watch there. Plus, I'll be teaming up with Anime Amino to give away the very special Fairy Tail Volume 50 to commemorate the special occasion. All you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, and go tell me your favorite anime of all time on my Anime Amino post. On my giveaway post, all the details will be on my profile, so have fun with the app, and hopefully a real fan wins this awesome Fairy Tail giveaway. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to tell me your favorite anime of all time in the comments. Talk with me about your favorite series at Soul_animation on Twitter and Instagram. I will most definitely be reading them. Subscribe if you haven't. Let's get this channel to 200k. With your guys' support, I know we can do it. Arigato. Ja ne.